one of the men in the scriptures that's held my attention, spellbound perhaps, for a long while is Moses. That guy is big. He did a lot of great things. I remember, however, that when he met the Lord at the burning bush, they had a conversation that is so interesting. In chapter 4 of Exodus, from verse 1, after God tried to convince him to go back to Egypt to deliver the people of Israel, Moses said, "Behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice. For they will say, the Lord has not appeared unto thee." And the Lord said unto him, What is that in your hand? And he said, "A rod." Now I look at it. He didn't know that the rod was going to be important when he held it. It was just an instrument of his office as a shepherd. He was holding the rod and he was talking to God about his inability. And God said, "No, what is that in your hand?" And he said, "A rod." Listen to the way he said it, a rod. He didn't say the rod, for the rod has not done any awesome thing before. It was a rod, a common rod, a little rod. A little thing that is not significant in this duty you're about to assign to me was what Moses was trying to say to God. But God used that little thing, and I bet that even you would like to have the rod of Moses. You'll be thinking of the great things you can do with it because of the exploits that rod performed in the hands of Moses. It was little before God touched it. I bet God is asking you today, what is that in your hand? No hand is empty. There is something there. There is something there, a skill, a talent, something you have, something that you might not think is good or important, but something God can use. I accept with you that it had its limitation before God will touch it. When God asked him to cast it on the ground, God's word hit that rod, and that rod started to possess powers he didn't have before. My friend, your hand is not empty. There's something there. You're a photographer, you are a teacher, you are a doctor, you have skills, you have a little money, you have a little idea. Please give it unto God. If God will lay his hand upon the little skill you don't hold in high esteem, it will prosper you. It will prosper God's kingdom. It will attain God's purpose. What's that in your hand? Answer it quietly. What's that in your hand? And if you find yourself saying nothing, if you look at your hand and you find nothing, then raise those hands unto the Lord and say, "Lord, give me something with which I can prosper." The rod is useful if God would touch it. Have yourself a great day.